This fall blew out summer, exactly like our summer sale, except for the Love Conference. We sold more cars, so the Love Conference was a basketball selection, which is great because that means that you can get more cars, because it doesn't make any sense, but it's okay. Give $3 for free, and a fashion plan. What's your purchase today? Just come on down and see me today. I will beat any deal you've seen, any deal you've seen. No over in any other places, no more our competitors. You come and see Lamar. Lamar's Auto Cars. We're gonna sell a car to you, sell a car to you.
What's going on? It's Javan Johnson here. You're watching episode number 21 of About 10 Minutes. And on today's episode, I got James Patrick, born again Christian, who also raps. We've collaborated on some songs together. Dude is real cool. And just a funny thing about James is I've known James for a long time, but before I knew him as a rapper, I knew him as an athlete, specifically a basketball player. And he's older than me, and I can remember, being younger and just associating him with basketball. And so it's just interesting, as I got to know him and just learn about his musical abilities as well. So it's real cool, just cool interview. So I'm not gonna take up too much time with the intro. We can get right into it right now. What's going on? What's going on? It's Javan Johnson here with James Patrick, the man. You know what I'm saying? So wanted to get him on here. Y'all seen him in some of the videos, rapping and whatnot. So before I even start asking any questions, I want to let him introduce himself and tell him who is James Patrick.
Well, I'm James Patrick, like he just said, youth director at Divine Grace. I used to play basketball, I rap a little bit. I'm a father. I love the Lord, man. I love to have fun, man. That's me, man. That's basically me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So I know you work with youth and whatnot. What advice do you have for the youth today that's coming up to how to avoid temptations and just the different things that's out there,
Man, the best way to avoid temptation is, first of all, you gotta get in your word. You gotta go to a local church or some church and stay in your word. And just, man, don't be a follower. That's the thing I would say, because a lot of people, a lot of youth that I run across, they're not generally by themselves just bad like that. But it's just the people that they're around doing different things, and it seems like it's fun to them, and so they tend to do what the in crowd is doing. But just be yourself, man. Be a leader, not a follower. Stay in your word, man, and that's just the best. And listen to your parents.
Right.
Listen to your elders.
Right. That's what's up. So so we collaborated on some different songs and whatnot. And I kind of want you to walk me through your process a little bit when you write and kind of like how you get going. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, dude. And this is funny. I used to rap before I got saved, and before I got saved, I would just sit down and whatever popped to my mind, I'd just write it down. Wouldn't care. Be like, ooh, that's hard, and just didn't care. But now I put a lot of thought into my raps. I don't want to just say anything. So before I even rap, I like to pray first. Then I kind of like praise, get my praise on for a little while, and I ask the Holy Spirit to lead me, because I want Him to lead me in anything that I do. And then I sit down and I write. And a lot of times it's not fast. I may write 4 bars. And after I write the 4 bars, I try to rehearse them back to myself, and then I pray a little bit more, because I want to stay in the spirit. I want to be in the spirit. I want to literally write Jesus on this paper. I want to literally write it that way. So man, that's kind of how I do it. I may get in my word a little bit, and like a lot of the stuff that I say, I'm like, okay, let me make sure that this line up with the Bible, and I would get in my Bible, and even rapping with you, and a lot of you gave me some constructive criticism on a couple different things that I said, and I'm like, man, he right. Everything that I say, it should line up with the Bible. I don't want to put out anything out there that doesn't line up with the Bible, because if not, I feel like I'm doing a disservice to the people who listen to my lyrics. So basically, that's my process of how I write my rhymes.
That's what's up. And I want to say I got so much respect for this guy right here. This dude very talented, very humble though. You know what I'm saying? He just come real humble with it, but real easy to work with. You know what I'm saying? And love Jesus Christ and just come with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's real cool to work with somebody like that. And so I want to talk a little bit about the athletic side of change. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he played football in high school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know you from basketball, but you also have football. So tell me about the football career before we can get to basketball.
Okay, football career. I played quarterback in elementary. Quarterback in middle school. Was always like the man. But in football, honestly, it came just as easy as basketball did. But when I got in high school, I was never eligible during the football season. I was always eligible. Like once the school year got going, then I get eligible for the basketball season. So a lot of people didn't know I played football. Didn't know that I did it just as much as I did basketball. So my senior year, I ended up starting varsity for Northwestern and led the city in touchdown passes. And I actually had more colleges looking at me for football than I did for basketball. And it didn't even stop there. I was going to go to Grand Rapids Community College on a football scholarship, but I wanted to do basketball, so I ended up doing basketball. So I thought that was it. And at about the age of 27, one of my high school buddies was like, "Man, he playing on a semi-pro team in Flint, the Flint Fury," and he asked me to come to practice. So I just went just to go, and still had it a little bit. I was doing my thing out there and ended up making the team. So I was actually on the semi-pro football team, and I played a few games, and I was working, had a life, and so I had to, it was kind of a conflict of, my time, with my work, so I ended up having to let it go, but played a little semi-pro football too, man.
See, I didn't even know you played semi-pro football, man. I knew he played some football, but I didn't even know you played semi-pro. So you learn things when you talk to people. Yeah. So so tell me about hooping, because like that's what I remember. I can remember even watching they used to do in the area, we from and whatnot. Like they used to have like little games where they were showing them on like Comcast or something. You know what I'm saying?
Channel 17.
Yeah, Channel 17, Channel 17. Yeah. So I kind of got a memory of you like almost like standing at the free throw line, kind of shooting the free throw. That's kind of like a image that's kind of frozen in my mind as far as you hooping. But I mean, just tell me like when you start hooping, man.
Man, I don't remember never not hooping. I always hoop. I mean, I can just remember being young, and this is crazy. Like this is one of my first memories of life. My father had me in the basement, and he had me put my right hand in my pocket, and he had me dribbling with my left, and he like lit candles on. We had a bar in our basement. He lit candles on the bar, and he cut all the lights off, and had me look at these candles and dribble with my left hand. That's like one of my earliest, memories. And so, man, I always been playing basketball, and I remember playing 10 and under against Monty and Cleves. We the same age. Always played against them, and we were like two of the best dudes in Flint at the time, and we played 12 and under for Civic Park, and I went to Holmes and averaged close to 20 points. When I went to Northwestern, the transition from middle school to high school was a little hard because I was always one of the tallest and one of the more talented guys, but got to Northwestern and it didn't come easy. I had to actually work at it. I mean, I made varsity my sophomore year, but I had to work at it, and like right around halfway through my junior year, I started to stand out a little bit. And then my senior year, I was probably averaged around 15 points. We was number 2 in the state, and we ended up losing the first game of the playoffs, but it was. Man, I was hurt. I still get hurt when I think about it now. But ended up going to Waubonsie Community College, played 2 years at Waubonsie Community College, transferred to Indiana Tech, played 2 years at Indiana Tech, led the team in scoring. I was the best player in the city of Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne is a college town. It has IPFW, which is a Division I college, in St. Francis. I was the best player in the whole city. Basketball just, man, always been there, man. I always did it.
That's what's up. Well, it's good talking to him, man. Anybody who know me, who has seen this show a little bit, know I'm a competitive dude. You know what I'm saying? So we had some different competitions. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have some conversation.
You don't want it.
We didn't have.
You don't want it, dog.
We didn't have some conversation about possibly, doing a little competition, possibly the basketball setup. We may even take it to the football. I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm saying at some point down the road, I don't know when it's gonna happen. But me and this dude, it's a good chance we're going to have some type of competition.
This ain't bowling. I'm not Quisa. It ain't going down.
Okay, we see how it plays. It ain't just bowling. I took it to the Arcade Olympics. I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I can do the other things too.
Okay,
But definitely, all jokes aside, man, I got a lot of respect for this guy. You know what I'm saying?